So we had this entire journey of being in survival mode and then this insight around being harmless. And then at the end of the session, I said to him, well, we've done this now. We need to have a way forward. And my question to him was, if you aren't going to be harmless, then what will you be instead? And he said to me, I want to be dangerous. And it's just like the moment he said it, there was just something that clicked for me. Like I could immediately feel what he meant by saying that.
It wasn't reckless.
It wasn't reckless. It was that there's this level of like growth and like a bite and like a hunger that he wants to activate again. That
Almost
is dormant.
courageous.
Yeah.
Become courageous again.
And when I speak about this, I always see there's a group of people who get it. Like they know, they go like, I also want to feel like that. And then there's a group of people who don't really understand the word because dangerous is quite a loaded word. And the way I explain it to them is to say, if we look at any sports team or sports player, dangerous is a word we often use in that context. And you'll have the Springboks run into the field and we'll say they are dangerous. What do we mean by that? We mean that they are very formidable in their domain, that they have a certain level of skill and competence and experience that makes them the kind of team that shouldn't be underestimated. And the moment you realize that, you can go, okay, well, I can put those things into my life. I also want to be formidable, especially if you've been stuck in survival mode. Then that becomes very appealing to you. I also want to be formidable. I also don't want to be underestimated. And if I've thrown this to people and say to them, what does it mean to you? The words they come back with is, I want to be driven. I want to be motivated. I want to have momentum in my life. So I'm like, okay, cool. So actually we can use dangerous as a container and then contextualize it for you. Like, what does that mean to you? And that's the best way. Like, we want the word to mean something to you. So I was like, cool. Like, I also want to be dangerous. Like, I loved the idea. And it set me off on this journey to go figure out what does that mean. Ultimately, I write the book about it. And where we ended up landing is to say that every single day, there are threats in your life. Right now, there are threats to your relationships, to your health, to your wealth, to your team, to your business. And how you respond to those threats really matter. And very often, we are ineffective against the threat.
Yeah.
And this just means that you might not have the right way of thinking about it. You might not have the skill. You might not have the emotional regulation for it. And the moment that happens, you can't be anything other than the victim to that threat. So where do you end up? You end up in survival mode.
Yeah.
And the alternative is that you get to be a threat to the threat, that you get to be a danger to the danger, that you get to be a bit more dangerous.